What's up, everybody? It's the homie Truth Teller, the street reporter, and I want to have a real ass conversation with you guys. You know how we always have these hood discussions and hood topics and profiles I be doing. I be wanting to just get real with you. I feel like we be having conversations, and a lot of young people have conversations at barbecues and at barbershops and shit. People be talking about while they smoking blunts with their homies on the porch, just talking about the Chicago rap scene. That's the reason we have these convos. But a convo I want to have today is about Oblock and Tookaville, you know, which is two neighborhoods we all know about, two neighborhoods that a lot of people is afraid to go in, two neighborhoods that became famous through the internet and through YouTube. A lot of deaths in both neighborhoods. A lot of killings, a lot of top savages, top goons, or however you want to call it, man. It's a lot of shit going on in those communities. You know, Oblock became famous, I guess, because of like Chief Keef, Lil Reese, Lil Durk. Not saying all those people grew up in Oblock, but they repped Oblock. They was cooling out there. And Tookaville became famous because of like Lil J and FBG Duck and even JoJo, because they took on the beef when JoJo passed away. And a lot of beef between both sides. A lot of people dissing each other from that side. A lot of people that we know, they end up losing their lives, from like FBG Brick over there, from Tuka, to people we don't even know that wasn't really rappers. And then we go on Oblock, we see like the OD Perrys, the Big A, a lot of people that's been took from over there too. So it kind of seemed like it's a war. Not saying that it was those two neighborhoods who did that to each other, but that's what it kind of looked like throughout the internet and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? We just being 100 now, you feel me? But I just feel like the crazy part about these hoods, man, because a lot of people don't understand this shit, is that even though these hoods produce a lot of violence and a lot of people that lose their lives, it's a lot of opportunities that came in both of these neighborhoods. A lot of people then blew up and, you know, got a chance to do something with their life and make a lot of money and put their family in good positions coming from out them communities. It's almost like, I don't want to sound ignorant, but it's almost like God came and blessed all the trap dudes, if you ask me. You know, I kind of feel like these two communities, if they would have got together, they probably would have been able to take over the whole music game, expand, and kind of did this shit like Atlanta. You know, we don't pull each other up. For some strange reason, when another artist is doing good, we don't link up with that artist, reach out, do videos, try to help blow them artists up. Kanye West ain't fucking with none of you drill rappers. I mean, he did Keith, but that was just when the wave first came and he was trying to steal the wave. You know, these swagger jacking ass niggas. But Kanye West ain't fucking with none of you drill rappers. You see Jay-Z, he reached out to Chicago and got Vic Mensa. He ain't even thinking of none of you drill rappers or none of that shit, which I think is bad, because a lot of these drill rappers got opportunity and they got flow and they be speaking on some real shit. But I just think the Tookaville and the Oblock beef is getting out of hand. A lot of murders, man. A lot of shit that you guys don't see that just be in the Sun-Time newspaper. See, y'all only watch We Are the Truth Tellers and all this street shit, you know, blogs like that. But a lot of shit you see in the newspaper too about killings is going on in these communities. I just find it crazy that two of the toughest communities, two of the communities that people are afraid to go to, is also the two communities that's producing people like Chief Keef, Lil Reese. You even want to go Famous Dex with the FBG, because he was affiliated with them. You know, even Young Pappy was affiliated with FBG and the whole Tookaville community. A lot of people, man, from Lil J to JoJo. So I just feel like if these guys would just band together and cut some of the violence out, because I believe that's the face of the Chicago shit, if you ask me. Just imagine how big it'd be if a rapper from Oblock was to link up and do a song with a rapper from Tookaville. Imagine how big that'd be if a Boss Top did a song with an FBG Duck. You know, I think shit like that'll do 20 million views, and I think Chicago is the city where people just follow other trends. So if one person do it and the other person do it and the other person do it, then everybody gonna ride the wave. And I feel like if it was more of that going on, then the violence will probably occur. Because if you ask me, man, This shit not never gonna stop. I hope it do, but I be seeing it, man. Young people, 13, 14 years old, man. I be seeing shorties 10 years old with guns and shit. I ain't gonna lie. Maybe I was the late bloomer. Maybe I was just an old school shorty or something like that. But I didn't really get into that street violence shit. I didn't really think of ops and shit like that when I was 10 years old or 11 years old. I don't know. I didn't really start getting into a lot of bad shit when I was like maybe 15, 16, maybe early 14. But a lot of these niggas out here be riding around with the motherfucking banger at 9 years old. I ain't never been like that, so I don't really know what's going on in the air. I just hope a lot of people can fix this shit and we can get the body count down in Chicago. But I do believe it started with a lot of what's going on in Oblock and Tookaville. I believe those young people and those rappers got a big influence on what's going on in Chicago. So I believe if they could link up together, then maybe this shit could stop. But I don't want to just put it on young people because, don't get me wrong, the government don't care about none of what's going on in these hoods. You feel me? So I don't want to just put it on the young people, but we can't just put it on people who ain't going to come to help us. So that's just my opinion on it. Leave me a comment. I'd love to know what y'all think about this blog, man. And I'm going to be dropping some more blogs soon. I appreciate the love. It's the homie Truth.